900 million people in this world are feeling unfulfilled. 70% of working Americans are unhappy in their current job and situation. And only 25% of people in this world have declared that they are living a purpose-filled life. There is a very good chance that you fall in that large percentage of people that are feeling like they are not living a purposeful life. I felt like that for many years out of my life, and I will tell you right now, it was some of the worst moments of my life. I woke up every single morning and I hated what I did. I hated the job I was going to. I would have to completely force myself out of bed. I would have to act motivated and force myself to do whatever it is that my job entailed me to do. Whereas today, I feel completely different. I wake up in the morning and I shit you not, I am excited to start my day. I'm going to be sharing with you exactly how I was able to make this happen and a concept that allowed me to make this happen. If you want to live a happier life, it's time to listen up. The concept I'm going to be discussing with you today is called self-actualization. What exactly is self-actualization? This term was coined by psychologist Abraham Maslow and refers to the process of realizing our full potential as human beings. Self-actualization involves striving for personal growth, meaning, and purpose in your life. Maslow believed that self-actualization was the highest level of human needs and that only a very small percentage of people will ever achieve it. Your definition of self-actualization could be much different from my definition of it. It is very unique and tailored to every person's experience. Now that you know what it is, I want to talk about why this is even important. The key to self-actualization is understanding that this is one of the only ways to living a fulfilling life. It gives you the opportunity to discover yourself, to discover your passions, and the things that you are talented and naturally skilled at so you can produce assets for the world. Essentially, you're getting to know yourself. You're getting to know the type of person you are. Many people never get to know themselves. They spend all this time in the world getting to know other people, getting to know what other people like and what other people enjoy doing, but they never spend that time on themselves. Think about the closest person to you in your life and how much you know about that person. You know their favorite color, you know what they like to read, you know what they like to watch on TV, you know what their favorite foods are. Imagine you took that interest in that person and applied that to yourself. If you just separated yourself from all the distractions the world has to offer and you really spent time alone and got to know yourself, you got to know your weaknesses, you got to know your talents and what your strengths are. It's crazy to say, but many people never do this. And one of the ways you can tell that someone truly doesn't really know themselves is that they are living an unfulfilled and unhappy life. If you are not happy in your life, you need to realize that you are not living to your fullest potential. There is more that you have to offer, and that is exactly why you are unhappy. Society or your parents or your environment has pushed you to do things that you know you're not supposed to be doing. And the key to self-actualization is realizing that you're not gonna live your life based on other people's terms. You are going to learn it on your terms, but first you must get to know yourself. Once you get to know yourself and your passions and your talents and strengths, you can begin to create a life around those things, which will in turn bring you on a healthier and happier life. Many people on the internet will preach that pursuing your passions or your talents or skills is a bunch of bullcrap and it's not gonna work. And I like to laugh at those videos myself because I have done it myself. So if anybody's gonna tell you that it's possible, it will be me because I'm living proof and I do this every single day. I love my life. I'm happy with my life. I feel like I wake up with purpose every single morning. And I have come from a place where I hated my life. I hated waking up. I was not excited to start my day and I just couldn't wait for the day to be over so I can go home and just go to sleep and just have to start over in the morning again. It was terrible. It's not a way to live. You're not gonna live that way anymore, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can get started. Start by identifying your passions. Take time to actually identify what your values are and what you put importance on. And now guys, this might take time for some of you, right? Not everybody is gonna get to know themselves overnight. It took me many years to honestly get to know myself, but the way I would do it is by spending time alone. You have to cut the fat out of your life. You have to separate yourself from all the noise and distractions. We live in a world where distractions are a dime a dozen. There is distractions all over us. There is consumption all around us, right? If we're tired or we're bored or we're feeling lonely or unhappy, guess what? We have an iPhone where we can just scroll on TikTok and mindlessly just forget about our day, forget about everything that happened. We can consume TV and Netflix and binge TV shows, pornography, and all these things exist that just drown us in all types of consumption. So it completely distracts us from ever truly getting to know ourselves and getting to know what we're good at and what we actually enjoy to do. Friends, family, all these activities. When your focus is on external things, your focus is not on internal things. You need to focus internally. You need to get to know yourself. When you get to know yourself, your life will change. The easiest way I can put it is delete all distractions. Spend at least 30 minutes alone by yourself. And the way you can do this is not just by sitting in your room, turning off the lights and just sitting in the dark. You can go for a walk. Leave your phone at home. Go and take a 30-minute walk and just allow your thoughts to come out. Acknowledge all the thoughts and things that are going on in your brain and take time to actually become self-aware about yourself. Self-aware about things that interest you. Self-aware about things that you genuinely want to do in this world. So once you have done that, you want to start setting goals around the things that you enjoy. The way I do this personally is I love YouTube. I love making videos. So what did I do? I went and I bought a camera. I went and I started posting videos on social media. And every single time I receive a comment from somebody saying, hey, thank you so much for saying that. You know, you just helped my day. Like, you helped me understand this issue. That brings me X amount of fulfillment. That brings me so much joy. Whereas before I would just show up to a job or show up to school where it's more people just telling me, hey, this is what you need to do. You need to get a job. You got to go to school. Like, that is not fulfilling. That is not me. That is not what I want to do. Set goals around things in your life that genuinely will take you to where you want to go. The third thing, when you're doing this, you are going to face failures. You are going to face setbacks. A lot of people get it so confused. They think like, well, you know, I'm working around my passions. I love doing this, right? Like, I love working with people and I love working with cameras. So it should be easy because it's my passion. Just because it's your passion does not mean you are not going to have any bad days. There are days in my past where I've worked so hard and had very little results to where it ruined my day or it ruined my mood, but yet I'm still working towards my passion. Failure is inevitable. You are going to face it regardless. You have to fail in order to truly reach success. Failure is not an option. Failure is a part of the process. And when you learn to accept that mentality, when you are working around those goals with your passions, failure is something that you will just be expecting. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your failures and continue to press on, because every single failure that you face, you will come back stronger, you will come back wiser and more patient, and in turn will create a better version of you so you can attain everything you want for yourself. And the last thing with self-actualization, guys, is practicing self-care. You have to take care of your physical and mental self. A strong body creates a strong mind. Many of you watching this could be beginners. Many of you watching this maybe haven't stepped in the gym once in your life. If you can just start forming very small habits to create a better version of yourself, it is only inevitable that you will live a better life. Many people live very unfulfilling and unhappy lives because they seek too much comfort. They seek too much consumption. And when you come home, you know, after a days of work and you're tired, right? Because we all are tired after school and work. You could go to the gym, but in turn you decide to watch TV and load up on your favorite bag of chips and indulge in whatever it is you eat that's very unhealthy. So what makes you think that after doing that activity, the next morning you're gonna be waking up feeling so happy about yourself, so happy to start your day? No, you are what you eat and you are what you do. I will tell you right now, I came from a point where I was doing nothing with my life to where today I go to the gym at 5 in the morning. I make sure I read my Bible before I go to work. I read self-development books. I work on my business. I still go to my 9 to 5. And I still manage to take time away for my family. There is a nice well balance with everything that I'm doing with my time. I love my life. I truly am happy with everything that I've produced up until this point. And I will be the first to tell you right now that you will not live a happy life if you are not pushing yourself every now and then. I go very hard at the gym. I push very hard at the gym, and I'm very disciplined at the gym. Just because you don't feel like doing something, right, doesn't mean you don't do it. There are days where I don't want to go to the gym, but I know if I don't go to the gym, I'm not going to have as good as a day because I always feel a million times better after I finish up at the gym because I know I've gotten a good workout in. Natural ways of seeking dopamine is going to change your life as well. We live in a world where consumption is insane, right? There is so many ways to increase your dopamine. Stemming away from these things, putting your phone down, deleting your social media accounts, eating healthier, All of these things in turn will create a better life for you, but it only starts with you. I can't jump through this camera and force you to do these things. You're watching this video because you want to live a purposeful life. And the reason why I will tell you right now many people don't live purpose-filled lives is because they're not willing to do half the things that I just got done telling you about. You can only do this for you. Find your purpose. If you want to live a purpose-filled life, why is that? Where is your root cause coming from? Do you want to live a purpose-filled life because you're tired of feeling unhappy, or you're tired of being treated like crap at your job by your boss? Whatever it is, hold on to it and practice these 4 things that I just taught you right now, because it will develop a much better life for you in turn. Like I said, guys, I have done this myself. I am not just making this stuff up. This is 100% raw, and I just want to help you. Go live that purpose-filled life, stop holding back, and thank you for watching to the end of this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day.